Howdy, howdy, what is going on, everybody? I hope you're having a great day tonight whenever you're watching this, and I appreciate you taking a few minutes to hang out with me. I am the Stone Mandalorian, or you can call me Stone Mando or Cody, whatever you prefer. And I'm excited to review this for y'all and get it up on my shelf. And today we're going to be taking a look at Atrociraptor Ghost from the Hammond Collection. And this is a really cool looking raptor. He's got some red glass eyes, looks like he's got some decent paint apps. I do not have, this is my I do have Delta in my big bad pile of loot, but this is my first 3/4 scale, 1/18 scale Raptor in hand. The Hammond Collection is 3/4 scale. I do have the Amber Collection Lost World Tiger Stripe Raptor, but that is 1/12 scale. But really cool looking box here. Some people do care about that, so I was going to show it off, give you a little quick look on the bottom for the people that do like that. Let me focus it in real quick. So there's that. But yeah, let's get this thing open, not waste any more time. And as always with the Hammond Collection, tail's just a simple ball peg that plugs in. Alright, y'all, here's the Velociraptor out the box, and he looks pretty menacing, man. This is definitely a more muscular take for a raptor, more square, rounded, thicker skull. But just like in Jurassic Park, they kind of oversized the raptors, other than like the Utah Raptor. But it was about I think I read some. It was somewhere around like 6 feet in length still, but it was much lighter. But pretty interesting. I do believe that there's only like sometime in 1995 they found a jawbone in somewhere near Alberta or somewhere in Canada, I believe. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I wanted to throw that out there real quick. So very interesting looking animal here. Got some nice paint, got some grays and browns, nice patterning going down the back and the tail and the neck. Looks really good. These glass eyes are very well done. The red glass eyes like just trippy, man. Got some nice sculpting here. Still see there's no paint. I've been noticing sometimes they don't put paint on the dew claw right there, but it's sculpted there. But some really decent articulation, and we'll go over that in a minute. There is a wired tail. Just getting a close up look here in the face. Really nicely done glass eyes, you can see. The pupil's done more on the outside. Some of the other ones were a little too recessed. You couldn't really tell. It's got a very square jawline. Looks really awesome. And even the other side, very well done. If you turn it the right way, the light will really catch it, man. But like, see if you put it like right here, it just looks so lifelike. Pupil's kind of hard to see, but in person you can really see it. Really nice sculpt here. The wrinkles on the skin look very nice. And again, just some nice paint. These browns and grays look nice, mostly brown. Goes all the way down the tail. Very nicely painted claws here. Nice detail on the fingers. Kind of osteoderm, scaly looking. Very nice looking sculpt here. Take a look, quick look inside the mouth here. Yeah, look at that. Oh fuck! No, I'm just playing. No, the teeth are really nicely sculpted. It looks like they're individually sculpted as well. There's a no, they're kind of hard plastic. These glass eyes look. Let me try to get this focused in again. These glass eyes just look so good. But it got some decent, and the way it closes, you can look straight down, and he doesn't look wonky or anything, and it closes pretty well. Really sick looking animal, man. But now, take a quicker look at the articulation, get this focused in here. So as I did say, there is a wired tail in here, so you can bend this and pose it how you want to, so that's pretty nice. There's a little bit of side to side in the hips here, not a whole lot, but the legs can kick out all the way back right about there, and then just bunches up into the sculpt. So you can get right about here with the knee. Then there is a hinge here at the knee, so you can get some articulation here. Also here at the ankle, get some back and forth pivot. You can see how deep this cut is on this hinge, so you can pull that all the way up there, no problem. Make sure this is nice and focused in for y'all. So you can also pose them down that far too. Like I'll get a nice little like running pose or something. Something like that, you know? That just looks so cool, man. But then getting to the arms, there's also some hinges here. Kind of smaller cuts, but kind of hard to put a deep hinge on these, like some very skinny or like subjectively skinny arms, but you get some decent range here out of the elbow, so that's nice. Would have been cool to see some wrist articulation. It's not, it's just one sculpt, but that's whatever. Little hinge here, single hinge ball joint in the shoulder, so you can get his arm straight out to the side, no problem. They do spin 360 degrees as well. As far as the neck articulation goes, there's a ball joint here at the neck. Get about that far down, that far up. And then there's a little bit of articulation here at the neck too. At the top, there's another ball joint here. So you can get about that far. And then you can also go about that far. So again, got to up about that far and then down about that far. So really decent articulation to be able to fit into a 3.75 Raptor. And the paint looks good. The glass eyes are very nicely done. I wouldn't mind picking up another one of these, to be honest, you know. Maybe put a little bit of maybe like extra black paint or add a little something to the pattern and add some variation like it's two different Raptors. So I do have a Delta in my big bad pile of loot, and I'll be doing a live stream on that sometime in into February or beginning of March. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I got Deadpool and Wolverine Marvel Legends figures. I got some other things in there that I'm really excited to get. So that'll be fun. It's always a good time having y'all hang out at the streams. This is just a really awesome looking figure. Look at that little pose right here. Really cool looking figure, man. These dinosaurs are just really, really taking over my collecting habit as of late, man. My little dinosaur park is getting bigger, so you know that means more side by side comparisons. But here on the right is the Hammond Collection Pachycephalosaurus, which is in the same scale as this, I believe, 3 3/4 inch scale. And then here on the very far left is the basically the 1/12 scale, 6 inch version of the Velociraptor, the Tiger Stripe from Lost World. I absolutely love this figure. This my wife bought this for me. This version actually has wrist articulation, but it is a bigger figure, so which the Hammond Collection on the Pachycephalosaurus does not have wrist articulation either. It's hard to get little hinges and cuts in there in those tiny little joints, you know, but something on this scale is a little bit easier. Here on the right is the mainline Stegosaurus. I forget which version of Stegosaurus this is, but just mainline Mattel. And then here on the left is the badass Velociraptor mongoliensis from Beast of the Mesozoic. This is a fabulous, fantastic figure. Sculpt and paint superb. Chef's kiss. Mwah. Next up for the side-by-side comparisons, here on the left is, I love this figure so much. This is the mainline Mattel Dino Trackers Habitat Defender Triceratops. And this is the Hammond Collection Juvenile Triceratops. Love this figure. This is the green paint variant. There's also a brown paint variant, two paint variants. I have the green version. Just looks so awesome, man. And now ending off with side-by-side comparisons, here on the left is the Allosaurus Hammond Collection. Also from the Hammond Collection is the Therizinosaurus, the dinosaur that started off my entire dinosaur obsession. And this in the middle is the Carnotaurus, also Hammond Collection, which I got from Justin from Out of the Basement. Appreciate him hooking me up with this. And if you haven't checked it out yet, I was actually just on one of their most recent Lazy Sunday live stream. It was a great time. We had great conversation, talked a little bit of shit. It was a really good time. So if you haven't, go check that out. I'd appreciate it. It was a really good time. It's a fun watch. I mean, just look at this pose right here. Mid-running pose. Okay, so I couldn't get it to stay on the turntable like this, but I just had to do a little 360. So well balanced on one leg. Look at this, man. This is a really, really cool pose, man. And a figure being able to have this balance, this is just rad. So if you haven't been able to tell by some of my recent reviews, dinosaurs in the Hammond Collection, Mattel has kind of came out of nowhere as far as collecting terms goes. Star Wars the Black Series and Star Wars in general will always be my number one passion and bread and butter, my meat and potatoes, if you will. But man, just my childhood love for dinosaurs, the nostalgia is really starting to hit me, man. Not that I know this Atrociraptor, brand new species to me. I thought this was something that they made up, and supposedly based off an actual job one they found in 1995 in Alberta, near Alberta, somewhere in Canada. So I had no idea when I was a kid. I knew all the basics: T Rex, Triceratops, pterodactyl. You know the basic ones. Now, you got therapsids. I believe that is the term, like fucking dimetrodons that aren't even reptile or mammal. It's just yeah, it's just and there goes the raptor. But yeah, anyways, this is an awesome figure. Great articulation, really decent paint, really awesome sculpt. The glass eyes are very well done. The pupils are on the outside and look very lifelike. The red glass is just another level, man. The individually sculpted teeth also have a very clean, precise, and sharp look to it. Very, very awesome. Only thing I can really ask for maybe some wrist articulation, but like I said earlier, just very skinny. It's hard to fit cuts and articulation and small pieces of plastic in a figure like that. But overall, man, super super pleased with this figure, and I can't wait to get Delta in hand when I get my big bad pile of loot. So that's gonna be really cool to add to the Raptor collection. But I do appreciate you all taking a few minutes to hang out with me. I'm gonna wrap up this review, and before I keep yapping and make this review any longer than it needs to be. So I appreciate you all taking a few minutes. Like I said, means a lot to me. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. I'd really much appreciate it. Check out some of my other content, which obviously, like I said, is mostly Star Wars: The Black Series focused, but I do have some other stuff on there if you want to check that out and see if there's anything else you like. I hope you enjoy it. But hope you have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Appreciate y'all.